Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Kelvin, your host of Situations, the podcast.
And I'm your co-host, Miss Deanna. What's up, y'all? Happy Sunday.
How everybody out there doing today? Well, Deanna, as you know, uh, today we'll conclude season 4 of Situations, the podcast. And we're really getting through these
That's
episodes, these seasons pretty quickly.
right.
So
Yes.
I just want to say thank you guys for always rocking with us. Thank you for being committed, for 4 entire seasons. And we hope you guys can continue to rock with us through season 5. You know, um,
They better. They better. No, I'm just
right.
playing. Love y'all.
Okay. But today we figure we'll bring a good one to you guys today, since this is gonna be our last episode of season 4. So we figure we'll try to bring something, a topic that we can try to get some feedback from, and see how you guys feel about today's show. So today's show, we're going to talk about where has class gone, the decline of elegance
Ooh,
in modern women. Okay, Tiana, how you feel about that?
I'm with it. I do feel like it's gone somewhere.
Right. Yeah, it's definitely not the same from when I was growing up as a kid.
It's not.
You know,
It's not.
but we're gonna get into that because it's a lot of it. A lot of things is going to be said today. I also have a clip
Okay.
that's going to support what it is that we're talking about today. So I want you guys to just
Okay.
hang tight. Get your popcorn and get you something to drink, and let's have a good time. Okay, Diana. Question
Yes.
number 1. We're gonna break. I'm
Okay.
gonna start off with this. Why do you think ratchet is being really cute nowadays?
Because it's just being put in the spotlight. That's where the focus is at now.
Right? Why do you think that though?
That's it.
I
I
mean,
mean, because everybody seems to be, I mean, not to say people don't have their own mind, but a lot of people are driven off of the algorithm of social media and what they seeing.
absolutely.
If they seeing the men gravitating towards the fun girls or the ones that are more revealing, sometimes it may have a classy woman, kind of questioning, do she need to like amp up the sexy a little more, or
Right.
it's just being put in your face, like in everything we have going on.
You're absolutely right. Because many women have embraced the behavior where that used to be frowned upon because social media is
Right,
like a shock value. You know, everybody wants to be loud, everybody wants to be wilder, and controversial,
right,
being controversial and and going viral, that generates revenue. You know what I'm
right.
saying? So that's why I believe social media plays a very, very important factor in way society is acting today as far as these women is concerned.
It does.
Um, is being a lady considered weak in 2025?
Depending on what perspective you looking at it, yes.
Okay.
So for the women that, some women that consider themselves bosses and, they fit the aesthetic of whatever, is accepted, by most today or whatever, they would look at a classy, demure woman like she just a basic B. You know what I'm saying? And it's
Right.
like
Right.
class don't ever go out of style.
Right. You're right about that. Okay. I mean, it makes sense. It definitely makes sense because, like you say, I'll take a classy woman any day, any day of the week.
Right.
And we just don't see enough
Right.
of it. Especially like I say, especially with the way social
Right.
media works, the algorithm. Everybody want to make money, and social media rewards you
Right.
for this type of behavior by by monetizing you.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
Why don't women expose more skin, but but they want to demand all this respect? Now
I
let's
don't
make
know
this make
because
sense.
the two, it doesn't make sense because the type of skin they be exposing is like, baby, if you're not in a music video or on the beach or something,
Right,
where the hell are you going with that?
right, absolutely. You know, I mean, it's to me, I think it's contradicting. It's contradiction in
Hmm.
modern women, wanting to be respected while embracing their hypersexual
Right,
behavior. You
right.
know,
And I would even say in the church too. It's like you don't have no respect and reverence for God's house either. Like you coming in here dressing like you going to the club.
right. But
Because I mean,
sometimes,
if you
go ahead. I'm sorry.
no, I was just saying like I feel like even if you do want to wear the stuff, then where are you going somewhere that it's appropriated for?
Right. Because I was just about
You
to
got
say
to
the
know how to
same
dress
thing.
at the barbecue. You got to know how to dress at the barbecue. You got to know how to dress if you meeting somebody kids. You got to know how to dress at church. You got to know how to dress, when you go into an elegant dinner. Like you just got to know how to dress for different things.
Right. Absolutely. But once again, I want to say this too. Respect isn't
Hmm.
always about what you wear, but it's how you carry yourself. You know,
Absolutely.
self-worth is definitely tied to the physical appeal. So you
Right.
got to, like you say, you got to be mindful of your scenarios and the situations that you're in to dress appropriately. Because you don't
Right.
want to wear, like I say, you don't want to go to church when your whole gown or whatever you may want to call it. You know what I'm saying? So you have to dress appropriate for certain situations.
They said they going to get the drama, baby.
Yeah, it never seems to amaze me. But but let me ask you this: do you think men are
Okay.
to blame for women's decline in class?
I would say a small percentage, but no, because the women are the ones who putting the stuff on. So we gonna start there. They got to take some accountability for that.
Right,
Now, for the woman that is dressing classy and she's sure of herself, she may do a double take with her because it's like, dang, if this all they looking for or all they gravitating towards, like, am I doing something wrong? Did class go out of style?
yeah. Well, I don't
Because
think.
they would pick these women, and then like from that other topic that we talked about, and then say they have all these demands and they don't know how to treat the man.
Right,
But that's what you chose. You didn't chose the classy woman.
you're right. But though, I think me personally, I think men reward what they like. Does
Okay.
that make sense?
I mean, you a man. I'm listening to you.
Okay, well, let me break it down like this then. To
Okay.
me, I think men reward what they like. Okay,
Mhm.
if a woman is acting wild, being rude, or dressing provocatively, it
Okay.
tends to get the attention that I think they're getting the attention that they're looking for. But you
Okay.
got to remember one thing: if you're with a man, let me see, how can I say this? If you're with someone, basically what I'm trying to say,
Right.
if you're with someone and they're dressing
Mhm.
too provocatively, you got to remember
Right.
what you're gonna get. You're gonna get those looks. You're gonna get those stares. You're gonna get
Right.
those whistles. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, and certain, like you say, it goes back to what you said initially. You have to be mindful of what you're wearing
Right.
and setting that you're in, basically.
Right. Because it would be like, and even classy women, we can wear certain things and stuff like that. But it's like if you with a man, like you already got the man in your arm. What's all the extra stuff for? And a lot of women they have an issue with, oh, can't nobody tell me what to wear, this and that. It's not that. It's if you're with him, that means it's not I no more. It's having a common courtesy and respect. You know what I'm saying? To be like, babe, do you like this, or do you think I should change, or is there anything that you would like to see me in, or where are we going? Because I want to know what to wear that's appropriate for where we're going.
Right.
And then I wouldn't want to embarrass or disrespect the man that I'm with, but that's just me. You know what I'm saying? Some of them out here like, look, I'm out here. This is what it is.
Right. Yeah, they wild with it, you know. They're definitely wild with it.
Right.
But with that being said, do you think social media is destroying women's self-respect?
Yes, because if you looking at it in an algorithm, everybody liking on this or liking on that. And when people get on the internet, all we see is titties and ass or whatever. But the last shoot that we did, it was sexy but still classy.
Right.
So, excuse me, you can't say that it's not out there. There's no classy women out there. But if that's the majority of what you're seeing,
Well,
that's what they
I'm
rolling
definitely going
with.
to say I definitely got to blame social media for it because you got to remember one thing. Platforms like Instagram and TikTok, they make everything
Hmm.
about. Well, let me back that up a little bit. I think Instagram and TikTok have made self worth a numbers game. Everything
Right,
is about numbers, you
right.
know, and many women value uh they value that by likes and followers. So
Hmm.
I definitely have to blame social media for the way women are dressing today and the way
I
they're
agree.
carrying themselves, with less class. Because I know when I was growing up, you didn't see things like this. You didn't
Right,
see women dressing provocatively. You didn't see that.
right,
But here in today's society, you're going to see a lot of it. And like
right.
I said, it's all a numbers game because they worried
Excuse
about
me.
how many followers they have and how many likes they're going to get
Hmm.
and how much revenue they're going to get off this one post, you
Right.
know. But
And I'll say this: the new generation is different too. Like, there's no discretion.
at all, at
There
all.
is no discretion. So they don't mind letting it all hang out, whether it's verbally, physically, or whatever. It's like, hey, you see me, I'm here.
So do you think that's it starts at home?
We can't say that
I mean, it has to start. It has to be
because,
somewhere. I mean, because you mean to tell me the fathers don't have nothing to say about their daughters dressing this or acting this way? The moms don't
well,
have
see, a lot,
anything about the
but a
daughters,
lot of,
putting themselves out there like that on social media.
I mean, they could do that, but then if they not at home or they working or they keep, having the same talks with their kids or even disciplining them, it's like, like
Right,
at some point, what do you do?
right.
Sometimes you have to let your kids learn tough lessons. If they want to go out there and get the attention, they're gonna get all of that and then some.
Right.
And you have to just love them with tough love and be like, this is what I was telling you about. But you didn't want to listen to me, so you had to go out and find out for yourself.
Find out the hard way. Absolutely.
I talk to my daughters about, weighing certain things and watching your surroundings and just, when you do wear certain things, you're gonna get a different type of attention,
Right.
and all of it's not good. It appears to be that way, but now you're getting prejudged and everything else. So is that the impression that you want to leave?
Well, I do know for certain that in this era, it's hard raising young women. It's got to be tough raising young
It
women
is.
because it's out there. It's openly out there. You know what I'm saying? It's not like
Right.
when I was growing up, it wasn't like we had to go search for it. Or
Right.
now you don't have to search for it anymore. You can just go on any platform
Right.
and you can find it.
Right.
So
Or you knew it was certain parties or clubs that you can go to. Like, oh yeah, when we go there, the vibe is this.
right,
Or when you go there, you can't wear that up in there. Even with the guys, ain't no t-shirts, ain't no gym shoes. You got to come suited and booted. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
so it was the division of that that created the standard. But I mean, remember the song "Who Let the Dogs Out?" And they let the floodgates open. Now it's a free for all.
Right. So,
It is.
do you think women want to become wives anymore? Do you think they even have the intentions on anymore?
The majority of them know, but then to counteract that, I would have to say for the man, like, what is your definition of a wife? Because I'm not gonna be here just to serve you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a person too. Like, what exactly are you looking for? Like, these are the questions that need to be asked.
Right.
Because some men, this I need this done, I need that done, I want that done, I want that done, I want that done. And it's like, okay, do you actually love her, or are you looking for a servant?
Okay.
Because I do know when a woman is happy, she don't mind doing anything for the man that she loves.
You're right.
So
You're
it's
absolutely
just a
right.
conversation that needs to be had. But it just seemed, it just seemed like I would say no. A lot of women don't want to be married. You know what I'm saying today?
But I agree with what you're saying,
Everybody
but
outside.
I also would like to add to that. I think that there's
Mm,
nothing wrong with being an independent woman. But I think, me personally, I think
right,
women have lost the touch. I lost their touch with the qualities that make them great partners as well. You know,
right,
that's just me saying this out loud because this is the way I feel about certain situations when I see certain things, especially on social media. You know, women are too self-driven. Ain't nothing wrong with being self-driven. There's nothing wrong with that. I love to see it. But
right.
when you have a partner, it's time
Hmm.
to it's time to step back and do things different because now it's not just about you anymore. It's have a partner involved.
I agree
So
with that. I agree with that, and that's what I was saying. Like, I want to be in my feminine energy. Like, boy, you can have all the masculinity you want. Take it,
right,
do it, have it.
right. But okay, well, maybe you should have a maybe you should
People be
host a
saying,
class.
it's not. I'm like, I do believe, people be like, ain't no roles, ain't no. Yes, it is. It's absolutely some roles, some gender roles, and some things that need to be happening because a woman is a nurturer.
Right.
A woman is very smart and intuitive, you know, and can be very supportive. But that's if the man wants to listen, and vice versa. For the man, he's a protector. So, yeah, it's some crazy men out here. But sometimes, if the woman doesn't know how to be loved properly, him being a protector, she looking at him like, oh, why he trying to tell me what to do? Baby, he's a protector. He care
Eh,
about you.
right. Not only that, you know, sometime in a man's defense, you know, when we say things like that, or try to tell you, well, I think you should change your outfit. I think you should do this. I think you should do that. Like you said, men are protectors. So sometimes we not trying to be overbearing, and we're not trying to run your life. But sometimes we're trying to protect you, like you say, because what
Right,
happens if you go out and you dress too
right,
provocative, your ass out, and somebody say something just disrespectful to you?
right,
Now it's up to me to defend that.
right.
You understand what I'm saying? So now all this could have been avoided
Oh,
if
right.
you just have covered up.
Or if she's going out with the girls, if she's going out with the girls and you not there, but now
Right.
she on the phone calling you, babe, such and such did this or this happened or whatever, and it's like that could have been avoided.
Yeah. And that's all they have to do is listen. You know, they think we be
Right,
trying to be too controlling, but it's not about the controlling. It's about the first of all,
right,
it's about being respectful, and it's about
right,
um, not having to deal with any confrontations.
right.
Okay, we got somebody in the chat here. We
Now I
got
will say
Mary.
for
Hey, Mary, how
me,
you doing?
okay.
Let me see what Mary said here. Mary say she'll have no problem with you doing the yard work. She would definitely have your sandwich and beer ready for you. So she was basically what she's saying. She gonna let the man be the man, and she gonna do her part. Okay, Mary, I see you.
Right. Exactly.
Right.
I'm in agreement with Mary because look,
Okay. Next question. Why do you
okay,
think? Why do you think women are? Why do you think women get offended when told to have more class?
because deep down they probably know it's true, but they have come into the mindset that they want to do what they want to do anyway, and they make their own money. So how dare you tell them what to wear? But I'm
Right.
like, if a man has been outside, he knows the mindset of a man because he is one, and he's telling you something. You might want to listen.
Right.
I mean, sometimes partners can be jealous, and sometimes people don't want the best for you, but that's different than somebody coming to you with love. You know what I'm saying? And really want to protect you and want the best for you, whether they there or not.
Right. Because like I say, in certain situations, you wanna if that can be avoided, when you don't have to, you can go out and have a good time and don't have to be confrontational. Then that's fine.
Right,
But me as a man, the type of person that I am,
right, right,
I I'm not gonna duck any action. I'm not ducking no action. I don't care who you
right,
are. You don't have to like me, but you're gonna respect me.
right,
As a man, you
right,
don't have to like me at all, but you will
right,
respect me.
right,
And if me
right,
and my lady friend and me and my girl, we out doing whatever it is, and
right,
she's getting disrespected, then
right.
two things can happen. Either I'm gonna step in and defend her,
Hmm.
or do nothing. Okay.
Right.
But if you do nothing, then what happens? Now she's looking at you different
It escalates.
because you understand what I'm saying? Now she's looking at you different because
Right.
why you didn't protect me? Well, yeah, I should have took that shit off when I
No, but
told you to. But
exactly.
right, but me being me, I'm going to defend her honor. I'm gonna stand up. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I'm gonna say something. Or I'm gonna do something. That's just me. And then we'll deal with the
But
backlash
see,
later.
right. But see, that's what I'm saying. But it could be different scenarios too. Okay, for an example, me and you together and you celebrating your 50th birthday and everybody's there, including your mama, and I done came in with a whole diamond see-through dress on. No!
Right.
You
You're
know what I'm
right.
saying? Like not your mama and the kids and all that there. Maybe if it was some type of masquerade, some grown and sexy or something like that, because even for a classy woman, it's like, I got this dress, but I want to wear this when I'm with the man
Right.
because I want to be protected. I don't
But
want the extra attention, but I do want to wear it, but I want to wear it when I'm with him.
right. Because there's a time and a place for everything. You know. But
Right.
but I want to say this too. We have a clip that we're gonna be running for you
Mhm.
guys, and it's kind of going to support what it is that we're talking about today. And I want you guys to keep in mind this clip is coming from a woman's perspective. A woman is saying this, so that made me more eager to want to talk about this today because it was coming from a woman opposed to coming from a man, and that said a lot for a woman to take this stance
Right.
and say the things that she said
Mhm.
about women. So I'm gonna ask you this next. We're gonna talk about this next question, and then I'm gonna run the clip.
Okay.
Um, do you think clout chasing is more important than character?
I'm going with character all day long. You know that.
Right. But we
But
have a
for
lot of them out
someone
here
that
that's
wants to
like
be in
that.
a spotlight,
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Say it again.
exactly. No, but that's what I said. For someone that's seeking attention, someone that wants to be in the spotlight, someone wants the validation of others, they care about that. Someone with character, they don't give a damn. I'm
Right.
showing up as me wherever I go.
Absolutely. Okay, we got Mary. Mary made another comment. Mary stated she has to know that you love her enough to.
Okay.
She said she has to know that you love her enough to give her constructive criticism. That's true, you know. But some people don't take that constructive
Absolutely.
that criticism well. You know, they think you're trying to be controlling.
Right.
You know, but I do agree with you, Mary. I do agree with
Right.
you with that. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to run this clip, and after you view this clip, I want you guys to give me your feedback. For those that's tuned in right now, I want you guys to comment. Tell us what you feel about it. Tell us how you feel about what you're about to witness and what you're about to hear.
Can we please bring back women with class? Please. Like, we need to bring back shame. There has to be some shame in the game. Women just run around saying anything, doing anything, posting anything because there's no shame in the game. Then y'all just be like, let people do what they want to do. When I was growing up, we couldn't do what we wanted to do. Everybody has say so on what we did. Our moms, our dads, our grannies, our granddads, our aunties, uncles, principals, teachers, neighbors, people walking down the street. It didn't matter. And that is what kept us from acting the way the world acts today. Because we was embarrassed to make ourselves look stupid. We was embarrassed to post certain things on social media. We was too embarrassed to walk outside looking any kind of way. We was embarrassed because we didn't want to be shamed. But y'all make everybody think everything is okay and everything is not okay. Can we please get back to class? Please. Morals, morality, respect. I am so tired of the ratchet whore culture. I'm tired.
Okay. Now that was a woman's perspective, and
Right.
I'm gonna go first. I want to say some things that she really said that made sense to me, and
Mhm.
Mary can vouch for this because Mary and I grew up on the same block. Okay,
Okay. Mhm.
the block I grew up on, any and everybody had the right to whoop that ass if you did wrong. If I got in trouble down the street from my house, I would get
Mhm.
criticized and whooped and talked about and then took home and still have to face more backlash. The block I
Right.
grew up on. The block I grew up on was
Right.
a very tight knitted block.
Mhm.
Everybody knew everybody. Everybody respected everybody. So I can understand where she comes from when she made that point.
Right.
Because, like I said, growing up, this is something that we didn't see. We didn't see things like we see now. I know it's a new
Right.
time. It's a new era. I know people gonna be saying it's a
Right.
new time. It's a new era. Yeah, I understand all that. Because it's a new time and a new era, that means we lose the class, you lose character, and you lose respect for yourself.
Right.
That's just my take. Okay, what you think about what you saw?
I agree with everything she said, and I also agree with what you were saying about the block that you grew up on, because I experienced that too. But when you got certain parents that are not present, certain parents that are on drugs, certain parents that the kids is raising themselves,
All right.
and then they making their own way and making their own money. So it's like you can't tell me anything.
So
So
there's
that's why
no
I was like, it
more.
just for everything out here, it just be a lot of different perspectives.
Go ahead. I'm sorry, Tim.
It's just they don't have no respect. But I had already said that they don't have any discretion. They don't have no shame about nothing that they do. They don't have any respect, and they're not giving any out.
Right.
And
And
they
that's
living
sad to
life
see
like, what is it,
because
YOLO? You only live once. You live.
right, right. But I know for certain that I don't think we have that tight knit community like we did when we were younger. You know, you know how that saying it takes a village to
You're
raise a
right.
child. I don't think that even exists anymore.
Right.
Because if I live
It
next door
don't.
to you and I see your child doing something wrong or being disrespectful, I couldn't even chastise your child. I couldn't say nothing to your
Yes.
child because if I said something to your
Right.
child go back and tell you, now here you come with the gun in your hand. Opposed to listening to this adult
But
tell you what your daughter did wrong.
right. But just to take it a step further, okay, you do take them to the parent, and the parent, discipline them or whatever. Now the parent getting locked up for putting their hands on the kids.
Yeah. Yeah. That just goes to
They
show
got
you.
DCFS coming out for people being parents.
Well, I'm not gonna let nobody tell me how to raise mine. You not clothing them, you not feeding them, you not giving them a place to stay.
Okay.
You're not doing none of that.
Right.
So you're not finna come tell me how to
Right.
raise my child. I don't give a
Right.
damn who you say you are, what
Right.
agency you work for. You can be for DCFS,
Right.
ABC, and DFE too. I don't care what agency you working at.
No,
If
I'm
you
just saying,
feeding them
but
and you clothing
the
them,
kids is calling in. Right.
go ahead. Go make your statement.
No, I'm just saying, like, but the kids are calling in, and they saying like, well, parents don't put your hands on the kids, all this stuff or whatever, talking about soft parenting. Why these motherfuckers out here going crazy?
Right. Right. Okay, Mary made another comment.
That's why they out here crashing out and just doing whatever.
Mary made a comment. She said, we had generations of respect on our block. You're absolutely right. We did. We absolutely right. There's one thing I can say about the 800 block of
Absolutely.
Drake. That block was a community. You know, um, we shared a
Right.
lot of good memories on that block. So I do agree with what you said, Mary.
Hmm.
Um, but let me
But
ask you
okay,
this.
look. So when you look at it too now, it's like if the grandmother is 26 years old
Right,
today,
right,
you see what I'm saying? She
absolutely.
haven't even learned anything yet. Cause you got people being grandmothers at 20 something years old.
Right. Because I know, growing up, grandmamas used to sit on porch with dusters and stockings rolled up and tied up on the side. These grandmamas ain't looking like that no more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They don't look like that anymore.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And you got a lot of parents out here that's partying with their kids, turning up with their kids, smoking and drinking with their kids. So if you and your daughter going out and y'all both got on bodycon dresses, who respecting what?
Right. So that's why I say a lot of this has to start at home. A lot of this start at home. Because
Yeah.
like you said, if you drinking and smoking and hanging out with your child, and you know that doesn't help the situation. That doesn't help the situation at all. Um,
Right.
but do
But
you
that's what I'm
feel that
saying.
women
But
can
even
have
when
it
it do
all?
start at home, and
Go ahead, make your statement before I make this question.
no, I was gonna say even when it do start at home, because I had a little
Oh
situations
Lord, wait a minute,
with
hold
my
on,
kids or whatever. The oldest one or people.
hold on. Go
I'm just
ahead,
saying, and it's
go ahead.
I'm talking to these girls till they blue in the face, and people outside, and they like, well, we know y'all kiki kids and this and that, or what you doing over here? You know what I'm saying? So it's not something that I would condone, and I get people calling me through Facebook and everywhere else, like, hey, such and such over here. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not condoning a whole bunch of stuff, but if they going outside, they doing stuff because of they friends or social media or whatever, they know I'm not condoning it.
Right,
I'm pulling up,
I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Like I said, I think
get
that's
in the
what we're
car,
losing now. I think we
let's
just lost
go.
that tight knit community. Right. I think we lost that community. We don't have it anymore, and it's sad. It's really sad.
Right.
Um, Let me ask you this: do you think women can still have it all
Okay.
without losing class?
I do.
Okay.
I do, but it's just she has to be a really strong woman and sure of herself. Because even
Right.
sometimes with different girlfriends you might be around or whatever, um, I had friends that was married, and I'm like, girl, you shouldn't be doing that. You married, or this and that, and I'm the single one, and it's like I'm in the bed at 8 p.m. and it's just like I'm doing all the stuff, but I'm single, but you know. I'm out here acting like I have a man, waiting for me to come home and stuff like that. But I'm like, I just move like that. But that's what I'm saying. Or you will have, I've had, man, loosen up. Or, like I had somebody when my kids were younger, somebody was like, so the kids gone for the whole summer and you ain't had nobody at the house? I'm like, no, I really don't have male company. And you getting in the bed at 8 o'clock? I'm like, yeah, girl, I would have had three, four, men
Right.
over here. Well, baby,
Right.
that's you.
Right.
So that's what I was like. You have to be sure of yourself as a woman, because you would even get people in your friend group or whatever. It's like, well, you need to do this or you need to do that. Even with me doing music or whatever, I had people. You pretty and you can sing or whatever, baby. You're gonna have to take them clothes off. I'm not.
Wow. But my thing is, I think it's just time to redefine what it means to be a modern woman. It's just simple.
Right.
It's time to redefine that. It's something that we've lost.
Hmm.
It got lost in the shuffle, and I think it's just time that it be redefined, because it's
Right.
okay to command respect, but you shouldn't have to demand it. If that makes sense. That makes sense to you?
Right.
Right.
I get it. Yeah. Yes.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know how. I'm only talking from a male perspective. Okay, I can't I can't say what a woman should feel or how a woman should feel,
But it,
but
it
but I know how a woman should act.
yeah.
Go ahead.
Right. But I was gonna say it'd be crazy sometimes on the male behalf too, because I get a lot of gentlemen, approaching me or wanting to talk or trying to get my number and stuff, and I'll say no, thank you, but it was nice meeting you. Have a great day, stuff like that or whatever. Now I'm getting called a B and everything else. I'm
Right.
not out here naked. I took the time to talk to you. You know, I gave you eye contact, gave you some of my time to even engage in what you were saying and let you get it all out. I wasn't disrespectful to you, and I still get disrespected.
Right.
And I'm out here fully clothed. So that's why I was like, we can't just say it's just all over the place. Even for
But
the women that are out here being classy.
right. But let me ask, if that be the case, then why do women expect husband treatment, but you acting like a city girl?
I don't know. They don't want husband treatment. They want the street boy. They want the city boy treatment. Cause the husband taking care of business. You know what I'm saying? If he's right, if he's standing on the morale of the principles, of what it is to be a man, protect, provide, lead properly, and all of those things like that. He ain't out there trying to be no city boy.
Right. Yeah. It's
And if he is, she with him. We gonna be a city. We gonna be a city boy and a city girl this weekend.
right. It's sad. Really, really sad. But maybe we should maybe you should hold a class, Deanna. Maybe you should hold a
When I tell
class
you, I,
and
I talk to I talk
on
to so many.
go ahead. Say what you're going to say.
I mean, I think something needs to be held on real women empowerment, not just getting to the bag and stuff like that. It's the mindset before that, like you saying, how you carrying yourself. You know, do you know how to dress for different events? Um, even if you didn't have a male in your life, like my dad, he wasn't there, whatever. But I still always knew how I wanted to be treated by a man, and I knew how I wanted to treat him.
Right.
but everybody don't get that. So sometimes it could be an amazing man sent to your life to help teach you and guide you and love you along the way, so that you can grow into who you were meant to be as a woman. But the defense mechanism be up, and they, like you said, they don't know how to take constructive criticism.
Right. Okay.
I just think a lot of people are broken out here,
Go ahead.
and they are looking for the attention.
Right.
I just think a lot of people are broken out here, and they do be looking for the attention. Because if you feel whole and you feel self assured and stuff like that, like what the next person doing, or it's not gonna affect you like that. You don't feel like you have to step outside of your boundaries to be accepted.
Right.
So there's a lack of something somewhere.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
You are now watching Situations,
You are
the
now
podcast,
tuned in to
where nothing
your
is
number
off
one.
limits.
Okay, let me ask you this. And this,
Okay.
you see a lot of this on social media as well. Why do you think women are so excited
Okay.
about getting that new BBL versus trying to finish school and get that degree? Because I seen something the other day, and if it kind
It's
of
the
fits,
attention.
it kind of fits what we're talking about. So this is the reason why I'm asking this, because this one particular woman that's on social media, I'm not going to say her name, but she
Hmm.
held a fucking countdown to her transformation. A countdown.
Wow.
It was like New Year's to her. She was ecstatic
Hmm.
about this. Why? Why do you
It
think
all
so?
boils down to the attention. But that's what I'm saying. People be saying they gonna get stuff done because of this and that or whatever. You get stuff done because you're not pleased with how you look the way you are. Like for me, I got this little gap in the bottom of my teeth. So I'm like, I want to get my teeth done. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
But that's just because I just want that perfect smile. But I still don't feel like I'm not that girl.
right. Well,
But
you
when you
know.
doing major enhancements like that, it's like you want.
Go ahead, Theon. I'm sorry.
I just feel like when you doing those major enhancements, you already know what attention finna come with that, and that's what you're asking for. You don't. You can't say I'm just getting it because I love myself. Because a lot of these women, they bodies be nice before they even get it,
Right. But
and they
what
still want to go out there.
but what I don't understand is, you know, like you just spoke on the gap in your teeth, right? We all have some
Hmm.
imperfections. Everybody have nobody's perfect.
Right.
Nobody is perfect. We all have
Right.
imperfections, but it still depends on
Right.
how you deal with your imperfections. If you're a sweet person,
Right.
you're kind, you're generous, you're outgoing, you're loving, your
Right.
imperfections won't even show. Nobody's perfect. We all have imperfections.
Right.
You know,
I get
so
that. Right.
so
Right.
um,
But we know when they go get them booties done.
yeah,
Man, do you see this?
right,
What you got? You talking to me like what?
right.
It turns you into a whole different person.
And I always say, they go get that butt done. Now they got to work their ass off to pay their ass off. We got to make that make sense.
Right.
Got to make that make sense.
Right.
Okay. This kind of gonna tie in with what we just talked about. Why do you think women are more concerned with
Okay.
being a baddie than a role model? Because we don't see a lot of role models anymore. Why do you think that be the case?
But they don't want to take no accountability. It's just I want to do whatever I want to do, and there's no village in that.
Okay.
Like you said, they don't care either. Because
Right.
if you're trying to be a role model, even before you step out the house, well, my grandma might not like this. My mama might not like this if she see this. My We were just talking about a picture. You remember saying that you was in, and I was like, no, I don't like that because it's facing the front. Remember?
Right.
It was like
Right.
I just want to be upheld in a certain light. You
Right.
know, I don't they don't want to be role models. That's the thing of it.
But too, um, this thing called influencers. Okay. To be an
Right.
influencer, you have to be considered a baddie to be considered an influencer. So once again, it all
Okay.
goes back to social media. Social media have these stipulations and these um, criterias to where women like this are thriving. So, like you say, there's no more role model.
Right.
There's no more accountability. They want to be a baddie. They don't want to, like you say, they don't want to be a role model.
Right.
You know, and
Right.
it's sad to say because you have these young women, these young girls, looking up to women like this, and I think that's going to be an issue. That's going to be an issue when that young girl
And
turn
I'm talking to him.
right. Go ahead.
I'm gonna say, and I'm talking to him as much as I can. So I could say in those regards, I use my beauty for that. We got the podcast. I get on here looking how I'm looking. We take pictures. I sing, the modeling and all that stuff. But and a girl will see me with a jogging suit and a hat on, and I'll talk to her. But I do know, with the way they portray things out here, she may listen to me more if she see me all dolled up, which is crazy. But if that's a way for me to reach her, because I get a lot of people telling me you a baddie. I don't look at myself as a baddie. I
Right.
just look at myself that have a lot of different creative talents, and I'm blessed to be able to do all of these things myself. So after this, I might be putting the skull cap back on, but
Right. Right.
it's just I just think whatever the outer shell is looking like at the moment is the morale, the integrity, is the respect, is all of that still on the inside. That's the bottom line of it.
Right. Well, shows
Because
like
you could pretty much turn every woman out here.
go ahead.
Hello.
Yeah, go
No,
ahead.
I was just saying, like, you pretty much could turn any woman out here into a baddie.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. But I was gonna make a point. I was gonna make a statement that like the show Baddies, you know, yeah, it's called
I
Baddies,
don't
right?
watch it.
I don't watch it either because all that shit is
I
toxic.
heard of it.
Yeah,
Hmm.
all that's not
It
supporting.
is.
That's not supporting anything positive. That show, I never watched it before. I just seen
It's
clips.
not.
And every clip they show is somebody fighting somebody. Everybody fighting. The whole show is about
Right.
women fighting one another. I mean, and this is
Right.
the shit they put on
Right.
TV now. So like I say, once
Right.
again, programs like that, you know, um, make it's toxic. Basically, it's toxic, and they think it's cute to want to
Right.
be, on a show like that, for clout, you know. But I don't know. I don't know.
Right.
I really don't know what to
Because
say about it.
it's definitely not for respect. It's
Right.
not for respect or anything else. I tell you that. Because,
Right.
my daughters, I'm like, why y'all watching this garbage? I'm like, oh, and it's making my head hurt with them started yelling and stuff like that. And then the girl threw the girl whole suitcase and clothes and shoes, everything in the pool. I said, see, stuff like that. No respect, no boundaries, no nothing.
Right.
No. It's a hard no for me.
I agree with you. I definitely agree because, like I say, that's the whole that all that shit is toxic. It's toxic. There's no respect. There's no morals and nothing,
It is.
none whatsoever.
It is.
Okay. Well, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed. What we talked about today. Um, maybe I should run the clip. I see we got some few new people tuned in. Maybe I should run the clip back one more time. That way, you guys can have a general idea of what
Okay.
what we talked about today. So at this time, Theon, I'm gonna run the clip back one more time. Okay.
Okay.
Can we please bring back women with class? Please. Like, we need to bring back shame. There has to be some shame in the game. Women just run around saying anything, doing anything, posting anything because there's no shame in the game. Then y'all just be like, let people do what they want to do. When I was growing up, we couldn't do what we wanted to do. Everybody has say so on what we did. Our moms, our dads, our grannies, our granddads, our aunties, uncles, principals, teachers, neighbors, people walking down the street. It didn't matter. And that is what kept us from acting the way the world acts today. Because we was embarrassed to make ourselves look stupid. We was embarrassed to post certain things on social media. We was too embarrassed to walk outside looking any kind of way. We was embarrassed because we didn't want to be shamed. But y'all make everybody think everything is okay and everything is not okay. Can we please get back to class? Please. Morals, morality, respect. I am so tired of the ratchet whore culture. I'm tired.
Okay, everybody. That was today's topic. Women with no class or less class. Um, Paris, what's up, man? I see you. Paris said, thanks for running the clip again. I missed a part of the show. Yeah, so basically, that's basically what we talked about today, Paris. Women, that have left, that have basically have no morals. They no class whatsoever. So that was
Right.
today's topic. But we're gonna conclude this show here in a few seconds, so you'll be able to watch it back and get abreast of everything that we spoke on. Also, so you guys know, like I said earlier in the broadcast, today concludes the end of season 4 for us, and you guys have made this possible. So I want to say thank you to you guys for rocking with us through 4 entire seasons, and I hope you guys continue to rock with us. Going into our 5th season. Tiana, you got anything to add?
Just say thank you to everybody that's been tuning in, being supportive, giving your feedback. And class ain't gone out of style. It's still here.
Right. Okay. Okay, everybody. That's gonna conclude today's show. Next episode we will be into season 5. Season 5, we're gonna I mean, nothing's gonna change. We're gonna still be talking about topics that we all can relate to and situations that we all are in that we can relate
Right.
to. So we won't be broadcasting next week.
Right.
Next week we're gonna take a week off because we give us a chance to recuperate and get our minds together, and then that way we can come back strong the following week. But just continue to stay tuned. We keep you guys updated on the next release. So once again, we won't be recording next Sunday, but we will be back for season 5 the following Sunday. Okay. Once again, I'm Kelvin, your host of Situations the Podcast. I appreciate you guys rocking with us once again, and I continually ask you guys to get over to our YouTube channel at Situations the Podcast. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, and most importantly, make sure you share, because we couldn't do this without you guys. Deanna, once again, it's been a pleasure.
Yes.
We completed 4 seasons. I'm very interested to see what season 5 has in store for us. But Once again, I want to say my
Me
hat goes
too.
off to you for always being whenever I need you. Okay.
Thank you. Likewise.
Right. Okay, y'all. That's gonna conclude today's show. Once again, we'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Talk to you when I talk to you. Peace.